Shalom, I say to everyone out there, sending vibration of joy, happiness, and bliss. Frequency of a mind that's willing to change, adapt, and transform and become better as we grow and become stronger as one community, one nation, one planet. It breaks my heart that in this country right now, currently, which is Belize, the flag, they're draping with the lights. There's a thing that is cultural thing that had been handed down from the Maya civilization time or era. And now they still continue to do it in Central America, which is burn stuff. So it breaks my heart that it's illegal to burn and people are still burning, even though we had 3 weeks of smog pollution with the forest being on fires accidentally lit, fires getting out of control from farms and different properties and stuff while people were burning and cleaning up stuff. So this one is like just to try to reach out and put a different spin on it. Like in certain communities in Central America, villages and township, like if they're now picking up trash and stuff, right? You don't have the capacity to haul off trash, where the municipality is not picking up trash and stuff. A little nervous, by the way. Just take your time and dig a pit. A 5x5 pit, 5 feet square and 5 feet down in depth. Pile up the dirt around it in a nice manner so that you can gain access to it, or a 4x4 pit. And you start by taking your plastic and your non-biodegradable merchandise, and you just put it in there. When you first dump it in there, just sprinkle some dirt on top of it, because when you're burning those plastic, a lot of those things are come from petroleum, and so they're extremely toxic and harmful to the environment. When you burn that, it goes up and it definitely damages the ozone layer. So just take 3 hours out of your time and dig a pit, and do it in a manner where it's healthy, and or maybe you don't even have to go that big. Start with something small. Manage the whole according to how much household trash you have. If you don't have the capacity to take your trash to the neighboring town where there's a landfill, or where there are more trash can and they're collecting trash, put it in the ground and cover it up, because that is quite possibly a lot safer than burning it. With your biodegradables, excess food and stuff like peels, onion peels, eggshell, coffee ground, all that different stuff, tea bags, all those stuff are extremely good. Start a little compost in the corner of your yard somewhere. Rake up the leaves, grass, the household produce, the kitchen, the culinary trash. Go and dump it there. Water. When you wash your chicken with the vinegar, or your meat, you're cleaning it vinegar and water. You just harvest that in a bin. Get a little extra bin bucket or something in the kitchen and place it where you just put your biodegradable stuff in there, once a day or every other day, however you decide. And then you go and you dump that in your your compost pile, and that stuff will speeds up the process and turn the biodegradable in topsoil for your gardening. You can sprinkle that stuff around the trees, because I know someone recently said that's why a lot of people go around burning the leaves, because they don't want to put it around the roots of trees and stuff because of snakes and all these different things. I mean, there are different ways on how you can, circumvent situations like that. Maybe pile up the leaves in a corner and take a weed whacker and just weed whip and just run the weed whip, chopping up the leaves and all that stuff, and repile it and take the weed whip and just keep on cutting it up, and chopping it up into smaller pieces, and then you can mix it in with the soil around the trees, do aeration around the trees, and you just take the pick and dig around the trees, and then you sprinkle that stuff, the leaves and that stuff around the trees. There's different ways on how to like be environmentally friendly, where we are conscientious about the things that we do to protect the environment for our future generation. It's like the awakening. We need to realize that some of the things that have been handed down is unhealthy, so let's try to find ways on a better way or a healthier way to do things. That's what makes us unique and special. That's how you put the extraordinary spin on something. That's how you become like this super cool person in the community, when you just find and conjure up ways on how to be efficient, because a lot of that biodegradable stuff is actually carbon, and that stuff is also good for planting, and it also retain moisture when you're raining, and if there's a drought, you're going to have enough moisture in the soil for a while, because it retains moisture, it traps airs, it will be able to bring the earthworms and all these different insects that's required and good for healthy gardening. I mean, it's up to us to figure out how to do something. So now I'm not imposing this on the older heads. I'm asking the current generation that's about to move forward into adulthood, these kids and guys who are graduating on the planet right now, becoming men of the community, women of the community. I'm asking you guys to take this plight and turn it into something better for yourselves and the other generation that is coming behind. Let's see what we can do to improve and cohabitate in this environment as best as we can and take care of it, because to be honest, the planet don't really need us the way we do. We rely on the planet for maybe 95% of our survival. Look at what's happening right now with this global pandemic. The animals are coming back out and taking over. So it's pretty obvious that it can survive without us. So let's see how we can survive with them. Respect, one, liberty, higher heights. I'll let it play out with sending some positive vibes in on this video, getting out there and letting the right people, it come in contact with the right people, so that we can just spread it and let it become a global thing that can inspire others too. So let's leave a moment of silence to invoke change and adapt. Hit the like button, share, subscribe, comment. Brought to you by Rootswork and Empower. Rootswork is Rootswork Construction, which is also a company of mine that does eco-friendly construction. And Empower is environmentally friendly store. The lights that's draping in front of the flag, that's solar powered operated. We sell merchandise and household items like that for homes and businesses that would like to lower their carbon footprint So we're trying to do our part and see if we can get you guys to do your part. So we sell like stuff like that, lights that you can run off if you don't have electricity in your house. It's powered with a solar powered battery, and you can have light in the house. The battery also charge computer and cell phones. Anything with a USB port can be charged with the batteries. Sell water filters and different things. All these things that is about organic and being friendly, environmentally friendly. That's what the two company is about. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's ignite it. Coming from a place of zen and happiness, solidarity and unification of all, because we're all sentient beings relying on the planet for survival. Let's see if we allow this to play a little bit more as we meditate and pray and bring in that energy, that vibration, and that frequency to adapt and change, evolve the awakening. Agape love. Love conquers all.